Why do long-term lovers drift apart? In our world today, there is a rapid rise of the silent erosion of intimacy in long-term relationships, especially among couples. Most couples today are living like roommates rather than life mates. In this video, we shall explore the hidden reasons behind the intimacy drought and how couples can reignite the spark before it's too late by applying the nuggets and wisdom from the ancients recorded in the Book of Songs of Solomon. Love starts with passion and deep connection, but over time something shifts. The laughter fades, the late-night talks vanish, and physical closeness feels more like a routine than romance. The rapid decline of intimacy in long-term relationships is more common than we admit, and it's not always about infidelity or incompatibility. From emotional neglect and stress to unspoken resentment, small cracks quietly grow. This silent disconnect is reshaping modern love. Below are 5 practical and applicable nuggets for rekindling intimacy in long-term relationships, each inspired by themes and images from Song of Solomon, Chapter 1. Nugget 1. Speak with passionate praise, biblical spark. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine. Songs of Solomon 1:2-4. Always make heartfelt, specific compliments and affectionate words a daily habit to your partner. In long-term relationships today, partners often fall into bland routines of, "You okay?" or "Dinner's at 6." Over time, those neutral remarks don't register as love, but when you deliberately praise what you adore, your partner's laugh, their thoughtfulness, the way they handled a tough situation, you release a burst of positive emotion in both of you. Practical steps to do. Morning gratitude. Text. Before you get out of bed, send one text praising something your partner did recently. Kiss jar ritual. Keep a small jar and slips of paper. Each time you feel genuine gratitude or admiration, write it down. At week's end, read them together over a cup of tea. End of day affirmation. Before sleep, look into each other's eyes for 30 seconds and say one thing you appreciated about the other that day. Overcoming the rut. It may feel awkward at first, especially if you've fallen into criticism or silence. But by starting small, a single sentence, and being honest, you retrain your brain to notice positives. Over weeks, those tiny moments of praise accumulate into a reservoir of goodwill, making affectionate speech feel natural again. Real-life scenario. Karen and Mike had 3 kids, busy jobs, and 0 you time. Their evenings were spent on screens or chores. They began the end-of-day affirmation. Just one genuine compliment each night. Within 2 months, they reported laughing more, feeling more seen, and even holding hands unprompted. Nugget 2. Cultivate sensory rituals. Biblical spark. While the king was at his table, my perfume spread its fragrance. My beloved is to me a sachet of myrrh. What to do? Build small sensory experiences, smells, tastes, touches that become our thing and trigger feelings of closeness. Why this works? Songs of Solomon. Chapter 1 uses fragrance and taste as metaphors for delighting in one another. In daily life, sensory rituals anchor positive memories. Our brains link smells or tastes with emotions more powerfully than with sight or sound alone. By creating unique, shared sensory cues, you can flip the switch on tenderness even after years of routine. Practical steps to do. Signature scent. Choose a simple essential oil blend that you both like. Taste of us. Snack. Invent a little snack you prepare together, e.g. cinnamon honey toast, herbed popcorn. Share it while talking about your day. Touch trigger. Agree on a non-sexual, affectionate touch whenever one of you walks in the door. You might feel silly staging snack rituals or lighting diffusers, but remember, novelty is the opposite of the comfort plateau. Real-life scenario. After 10 years of marriage, Alex and Priya barely noticed each other at day's end. They began sharing a special spiced apple tea every night. Just a cup and 10 minutes of quiet talk. Nugget 3. Rekindle curious conversation. Biblical spark. Tell me, you whom I love, where you graze your flock. Why should I be like a veiled woman? Songs of Solomon 1:7-8. What to do? Ask open-ended, curious questions that go beyond schedules and chores. Questions that rediscover the person you married. The Shulamite doesn't just ask, "Where are you?" She wonders about his daily life and invites him to share details. Over time, most couples fall into transactional talk, who's picking up dry cleaning, what's that, and cease the exploratory getting-to-know-you chats that built their bond. Practical steps to do so. Question jar. Write 20 open-ended prompts on slips of paper. Sunday wonder walk. A 15-minute post-dinner stroll. Each takes turns asking the other a what if or why question. No phone, no interruptions. Monthly deep dive date. Once a month, spend 30 minutes interviewing each other about a personal topic. Record or journal your partner's answers. By intentionally creating space for curiosity, you validate your partner's inner life and rebuild emotional intimacy. You may feel you already know everything about each other, but people evolve. New stresses, dreams, fears emerge over time. Real life scenario. Samantha thought she knew her husband's work stress inside out, but during a question jar session, she asked, "What part of your job makes you feel most proud?" His answer revealed hidden hopes and reignited Samantha's empathy, and their late night talks returned. Nugget 4. Declare no phone together time biblical spark. Do not stare at me because I am dark. The sun has tanned me. Songs of Solomon 1:5, 6. What to do? Create brief, intentional, phone-free windows to give each other undivided attention and shielding your time together from outside UV rays of distraction. Why this works. In Song 1, the woman worries about appearances, how external forces, sun, affect her. In modern life, screens are those external forces that tan our relationships with neglect. When you scroll during dinner, your partner feels ignored, just as the Shulamite feared judgment. Declaring short, sacred, no-phone intervals protects your bond from the bleaching effects of digital distraction. Practical steps to do. First 10 minutes rule. When you come home, put phones in a basket for the first 10 minutes. Use that time for a hug, sharing highlights, or a quick affectionate ritual. Tech-free meal time. Commit to one meal per day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, without devices. Light a candle, play soft music, or simply enjoy silence together. Weekly screen Sabbath. Choose 1 hour each weekend evening with zero screens, no TV, phones, tablets. Do a shared activity, board game, puzzle, or just chat. Overcoming resistance. Modern work and social life push us to stay always on. Turning off, even briefly, can provoke anxiety. Start small, 5 minutes, and remind yourselves it's an experiment to see how it feels. You'll likely find the initial discomfort gives way to relief and reconnection. Real life scenario, Jose and Maria realized they spent dinner scrolling headlines. They tried first 10 minutes basket rule. At first, both hesitated, reaching for their phones. By week 2, they looked forward to that unplugged hush, sharing laughs about their days before the digital world intruded. Nugget 5. Renew your love language checks, biblical spark. How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how very beautiful. Your eyes are like doves. Songs of Solomon 1:15. What to do? Periodically revisit and update the ways you each most feel loved. Words, touch, gifts, acts, time. Why this works. Real people change. Our preferred ways of feeling loved evolve with stress, seasons of life, and personal growth. Practical steps. Every 3 months, each partner ranks the 5 love languages. Compare results and commit to one small change in the next quarter. Monthly love audit. Chat. Spend 10 minutes discussing when did you feel most loved this month, least loved? Love language experiments. If your partner's top language shifted, try one new gesture and watch their response. Real life scenario. After a tough season caring for elderly parents, Tom's primary need changed from words of affirmation to quality time. His wife, Lily, continued lavishing praise but rarely sat down to chat. When they did a love audit, Lily discovered his need for undistracted companionship. She began joining him for 20-minute evening walks, and Tom felt cherished again. Bringing it all together, Song of Solomon. Chapter 1 reminds us that love blossoms when we speak praise, savor sensory delights, stay curious, protect our time, and adapt our expressions of care. In busy modern life, these 5 solutions, passionate praise, sensory rituals, curious conversation, no phone windows, and love language check-ins, offer simple, actionable ways to reverse the silent drift and restore the warmth of intimacy. Small, consistent efforts inspired by ancient poetry can revive the deep connection every long-term partnership deserves.